Warning, viewer discretion is advised. The contents of this video contain narcotic substances. Hey everybody, today we want to share a little bit about poppy medicine with you.
This herb here is probably one of the oldest herbs that have been used, both scientifically and folklorically. It helps sedate things. We know that the Egyptians used it, we know the Tibetans used it, we know way back people are using it. But as far as modern chemistry is concerned, this was the first one that was ever extracted. In fact, when they did it, they called it an alkaloid, and so the alkaloids in here, opium, morphine, and eventually even heroin, all were extracted from this plant, and it's become, well, notorious around the world. It's one of the most important medicines we have, even though it has an illegal status at this point in time in most countries. But the illegal status only has to do with quantity. You can grow it in your own backyard, and what we're going to use is completely legal, really. You have to grow over a 1/4 acre in Canada before it becomes problematic. The active ingredient in this are the tears of the opium. So as a herbalist, under cautionary areas, this might be something that would be useful to use. What we do is we make the poppies cry. And whenever they cry, we'll get a raw opium out of them. And Yarrow's going to show us the process of doing that.
So today we are going to bleed some of these poppies so that we get that opiate latex coming out of them. Now, the thing you have to be careful of is not to bleed them too deep, not to cut them too deep where they bleed inside, but just to slightly score them along the outside.
Wait a second, you're supposed to do it the other way.
No, this is an old debate. It's like, he thinks vertically, I think horizontally.
The reason I do it vertically is because that's the way they've done it in Afghanistan and India for a long time, and that's what the old texts have. But in reality, it doesn't matter, and you can see how the tears are coming already. So the way Yarrow's doing it is just perfect.
Typically, I like to give it a little tap too, and usually, just to kind of be clear, how I would normally do this is I would do 4 or 5 cuts on one. So I'll do one vertically, as Terry suggested, like so. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And every day you'd come back for the next 4 days and do another one in a location and tap it like Yarrow's tapping it. See the tapping? How it actually makes it cry a little bit more? It's being wounded, but it has to be insulted a little bit more for it to really cry properly.
Now, if you don't harvest this soon enough, you're gonna have a really dried poppy head, and it's really important to do that ahead of time. Otherwise, it's hard to scrape it off. These poppy heads are almost a little too far along. Normally, I would like to start when they're a little lighter green, when they're more like that color. But as you can see, they're already starting to opiate themselves. You see these little bits of black that are on here? That's the opium trying to come out. So we're gonna just go along and harvest a number more. And this could be a little bit of a meditation. This will dry black. You can scrape it off and you can produce this kind of opium latex. I've got a little pile of dried latex.
And that ends up being traditional opium. Yes, this has caused many wars around the world. In fact, the British decided they'd grow it in India and import it over to China and get the populations addicted there. And that's how they got them to almost enslave large amounts of Chinese. And so it became a real big problem in the Orient in general. So it was used as, lack of better words, a military strategy. So it can become quite addictive if used in large quantities. But it's interesting how it works. If you have 100 points of pain, and you take 100 units of opium, there's no addiction. But if you have 50 points of pain and take 100 units of opium, you get 50 points towards the addiction and 50 points towards the pain. So the idea of a practitioner is to titrate it up and titrate it down. The problem is the person who's consuming the opium is not always the most just person in being able to tell you if there's a problem. So you have to be very vigilant to watch this. Often if you put it with other herbs in a formula, then you're not going to have as much problem. So we can do this and do the scraping, which is the traditional way of doing it, to get the most potent. And again, this has been done for thousands of years this way in various cultures around the world.
I found that people who actually do their own poppies really don't produce very much. It's like a tiny amount, and it's pretty hard for them to become addicted to it that way. Really though, what we're actually looking for in the opiates is this medicine for pain relief. And so actually the best way to work with these is to make a tincture. So I've got a tincture here. Now I just wanted to touch in on this idea of tincturing. This is a 3-year-old tincture. Now I could press all this out, and probably should, but these are all poppy heads done in a 75% alcohol, and just basically a layman's tincture, which is filling the container up and then putting enough alcohol to fill that up. You can either press them out, or you can leave them like I have and take them out when you want to use them as medicine.
So this tincture, the way it's done, so first of all it was bleeded, and you can see some are horizontal and some are vertical, just to make sure we understand that we've got it all right here. Then the alcohol sucks in the opiate content into the alcohol, and it can be bleeded off to be able to be used just out of here or mixed with other formulas. And that's traditionally how most herbalists would use it, with other substances, and slowly take the opium content out, leave the other ones in there as they wean a person off of it. But it is such a strong pain reliever, but it also gives such a form of euphoria that it, as some people would say, it makes you feel like you're in the bosom of God cuddling you, and that's not all that bad. Of course, there's some nice visions that come along with it, I've been told.
One of the things that we find with medicines like this is because they alter our state, there is this addiction in our society to being in an altered state, to stepping out of one's reality. This is where the taboo comes in with medicines like this, and this is why our government regulates these kinds of things. Like Terry was saying, no more than a 1/4 acre can be grown of this, and they don't really suggest you should be making opium out of it. Doesn't make it illegal to do this. What it means is that it's something that we can become addicted to. And so to be careful that it's not the altered state that we're looking for, it's actually the medicine for pain and for tension, anxiety, stress, that this can become a real helpful ally in.
And the addiction itself comes from the emotional state. So you can use flower essence along with this to stop it. One of the best flower essences of all is Labrador tea. We've actually put together one for addiction called just addiction. It's a mixture that you can be taking along with this, or when you're trying to wean a person off of almost any addictive substance. May that be TV, may it be sex, may it be food, may it be opiates, may it be marijuana, or whatever a person is over consuming in their life to literally hide or mask emotional grief in their body.
If you have pain and you're using a pain medicine, you might be masking a symptom that your body is telling you, hey, I should look at this. This is about awareness and addressing real underlying causes. And with the right mix of herbs, they could be the perfect remedy, but you also want to make sure that this isn't something that you're just masking another issue that's underneath it all. Take it all with a grain of dulse, or in this case, a tear of opium poppy. And we want you to figure out for yourself if this is a medicine that can work for you. It is something that grows here abundantly and is quite available, and something that you can easily make for yourself if you so choose to. Thanks for joining us with this taboo herb. Be careful. This is one of those herbs that you might get yourself in trouble with. We'll see you guys soon.
Friends, freaks, free thinkers, Crucified Robin Hood here. I want to look at some of the comments in this video. I responded to this comment a year ago, right after the comment was made, apparently. And several people, I posted a link to my chat room in my comment, and a lot of people have replied. Apparently there was a period of time, well, not apparently, there was a period of time when my chat room was closed for some fucked up reasons. But it wasn't closed for long, and it's open now. So anyone that watched this video, right, and responded to anything, any comments under this comment in the comments of this video, please click the link and visit me in my chat room. My chat room is it's on Chatsy, and it's called Hood's, or pardon me, the Mudroom or Hood's Mudroom. Either search should find it. Couple other comments. Addiction means nothing to a body experiencing chronic pain. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Chronic pain sufferers understand what the fuck they're dealing with, and they are willing, no, they're happy, most of them, to trade physical dependency for pain relief. Unfortunately, the doctors, the DEA, and even the fucking president, well, every president we've had for my lifetime, doesn't give a fuck about that. So as a morphinist like myself, watching videos about opium poppies is just like watching porn. You know, Politiche Tourette, you get a like. 'Cause, yeah. Lol, poppy tears. Opium poppies get a bad rap. It's not always used to make heroin and bring destruction. When used responsibly, it can be one of the most effective natural painkillers on the planet. Overdose is less likely with opium than isolated morphine due to the presence of nasty alkaloids like thebaine that cause unpleasant effects. But the withdrawals from poppies are worse than most pills or even heroin due to their long-acting nature and variety of alkaloids. It's comparable to methadone withdrawal, speaking from experience and the experience of many others, but that's only when you over-abuse opium. This guy, this guy knows. Legalize it. Slicing the pods indicates intent to manufacture a controlled substance. That is absolutely fucking true in America. Brown ring around the base of the bulb. Let's not get into that. Okay. So, yeah, and hold on. Come on. Anita Rose. Poppies are so pretty. That gets a fucking like. Trimethoxyphenethylamine, benzoyl methyl ecgonine. I think ecgonine might be a misspelling, but anyway, that's an interesting username. Heroin does not come from opium. It's synthesized from morphine, which comes from the poppy. Basically right, but synthesized means it's made from ingredients that have nothing to do with the final product-ish, I believe. I don't know. I'm really fucking speculating on that. Yeah. In any case, I just wanted to get this video out real quick because there are several people. There's 38 responses to this fucker. Oh, Jesus Christ. My shit runs slow. I don't know if it's YouTube or fucking or my laptop. But it does that shit, and it pisses me off. It just pisses me right the fuck off. So here's Laguna Strawberry, or Laguna IPS. I don't know where strawberry came from. Wow, that was a trip. But so I guess she subscribed to my channel, and that didn't put us in immediate contact. So she said, I guess I need to go comment somewhere. Yeah, that would have been the thing, but wherever she commented, oh, fuck. She probably commented on a video that I fucking unpublic, that I privated, because I was catching quite a lot of flack for my video posts and my my stand against pharmaceutical pain treatment. Just Joan, she wanted to come to the chat room too. I never got her fucking Well, I guess I did get her notification because Lynette and Joan, here's the thing. And I don't know why neither one of those came to my chat room. Look into Kratom. Nancy, I'd like to contact you, please. How do I do that? And this is YouTube's latest fuckery. They don't just show you the full list of fucking replies. They show you some, and then they make you click a button, and then they show you some more, right? And then they make you click a fucking button, right? And then they show you some more, and then they make you click another fucking button. Now understand, there's only fucking like 34 replies here. So, Charlene Jordan, hi. I just found this video, great info. Is your chat room still open? If so, can I join the mix? I just responded to her question, and and I've been away from this page, so let's see. Oh fuck, and now she's responding to someone else about random video on YouTube making poppy seed tea. Now most of the poppy seed tea videos are not bad, but they don't tell you enough about the ways you can go fucking sideways with poppy seed tea, and there are a lot of other things you can take besides poppy seed tea. There are a lot of ways, a lot of legal ways to deal with your pain problems. And oh fuck me. So this was an hour ago. I posted what I thought was the last comment in here. So this may be a reply to one of my comments. We'll see. Nope. She's talking to Brian Tingley. See, and I don't get it, because she just asked me if... Let me check. Nope, she's not in there. So, anyway, Charlene, I realize that I'm just a fucking weirdo on YouTube, but I gotta warn you against weirdos on YouTubes. And you asked me if you could come into my chat room, so come on in. Alright, whatever. This is kind of disappointing to me, because I've got people from a year ago that were like fucking in pain and like really wanted and needed some fucking information from me, and I missed a connection with those people. And here's another one, Charlene, and man, she asked me for my link, and she asked me if she could come to the chat room, and I kind of gave an open invitation, and I just did it again. But anyway, this is the thing on YouTube. It's like I want to respond, and I want to be helpful, and shit like this will make me quit everything I'm fucking doing right now and focus completely on a comment like this. And you know, anyway, Charlene, if you're interested, then yes, everyone is welcome in the mudroom, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And that's about it. All I got on this right now. So yeah, guys, if you're a chronic pain patient and you're tired of getting fucked around, then find this video, watch this video. This is a very important video, and you can come to my chat room. You can comment here. We can discuss shit openly here, or we can discuss shit openly in my chat room, or we can discuss shit through private messages in my chat room, or I can give you my fucking email, whatever. But there's no reason to suffer through the indignities of the Western medical system. And that's all I got, guys. Peace, light, and disco nights.